Hello, this is my mini tutorial for Moon River as sung by Audrey Hepburn in 1961 in the film Breakfast at Tiffany's. Quite the quirky but fun and just wonderful film, and this beautiful song is the main theme from the film there. It's just a really nice thing to sing, a really beautiful ballad on your ukulele, and a really nice one to do a little bit of finger picking with. So have a very quick look at the finger picking and some of the chords. I'm just going to talk you through really the song, and you can look up the chords. If there's any chords that you're struggling with, do look them up. You can either look them up in my chord tutorial playlist or just have a look and freeze the video and study the chord diagram. My tip there is the chord diagrams have finger numbers on to give you an idea as to which finger to use on the different frets and strings. So do pay attention to that, because it really does make a big difference if you're using the right finger on the right string. Okay, so let's have a look at that strumming pattern, and then we'll jump into the first verse. We're just going to look at the first verse, and then I'll leave you to either study the whole sheet music by yourself, and you can look that up in my Dropbox account through the link in the description to the video, or you can study the whole song tutorial, which I'll leave a link to at the end of the video. Okay, here we go. So the pattern, I'm going to start on the G. Make sure you're comfortable with the G chord. And then we're going to do this pattern, this finger picking pattern of thumb on the C string. Thumb on the C string. Index finger on the E string. So just do that to begin with. C, E, C, E. And that's thumb and first finger. C, E, thumb, index. We do that once. C, E. And then we switch our thumb and our second finger to the G and the A, like that. Okay, and that's the strumming that we're going to be using for today's, or the finger picking we're going to be using for today's singing. Right, if we jump straight into songs, quite a few chords here, so I'm not going to spend ages looking at each one. Like I say, if there's one you struggle with, just freeze the video and have a good look at the chord diagram and practice that one yourself. So, we start on the G. Starts with a little introduction of two patterns on the G. And then we're singing Moon to the E minor, River. And your first finger can stay in the same position there from the G to the E minor. Moon, River. And then third finger on the C, wider than a, back to the G, mile. Back to the C, crossing you in, back to the G, style, some, A minor, second finger at the top there, day, and then flatten that second finger, and you've got your D7 with your third finger as well, so day, O, E minor, dream, G7, maker, you see, heart, C minor, breaker. You might need to practice that once. Basically, your second finger squashed at the bottom of the third fret there, across the C, E and the A string, so a semi-bar there. Breaker, where E minor 7, so just our first and second fingers there. Wherever your A7, first finger, going high, A minor, going your D7 way. Just sing through that quietly one more time to give you a flavour for it, and then you can have a look at it by yourself. So G, moon, E minor, river, C, wider than a mile on the G, I'm C, crossing you in G style, some, A minor, day to D7, O, E minor, dream, G7, maker, C, you heart, to the C minor, breaker, where E minor 7, wherever your A7, going, I'm A minor, going your D7 way. Okay, there we go. That gives you a flavour of the song, and if you can play that, you can pretty much play the whole song. So either look up the sheet music or look at the tutorial at the end of the video and check out the whole thing. Such a beautiful ballad, like I say. Hope you enjoyed learning it on your ukulele. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.